Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ella Page. I'm a real estate agent here in the St. John's and St. Augustine area, and I am very excited for today's video because today I am sharing with you the top 5 communities to move to here in St. Augustine, Florida. My top 5 communities are all newer communities to the area, but are all relatively different from one another. So I will share those with you, the reasons why, the amenities, the HOA fees, the builders, the price points, and floor plans that you can expect in all of these communities. Now, community number 1 is Rivertown. Rivertown is truly one of a kind because it is situated on the banks of the St. John's River. They have incredible amenities there. There are 3 clubhouses for the entire neighborhood of what will be 5,000 homes once the community is completed. The first clubhouse is called the River House, where there is a lap pool, a water slide, tennis courts, basketball courts, soccer fields, a fitness center, a more kid-friendly and activity-based clubhouse. The other clubhouse is called the River Club. This is more adult-friendly. It has the pool that is situated along the banks of the St. John's River, has a restaurant and bar, has a boardwalk that goes out onto the river, as well as a kayak launch and amphitheater. And the last clubhouse is going to be called the River Lodge. This is going to be completed in the fall of 2024. And it is going to have another pool, a lazy river, a man-made pond where you could go kayaking in a controlled environment, another fitness center, playgrounds, and tons more. I personally love Rivertown because it is just such a peaceful environment. It's a smaller community, like I mentioned. Once it's completed, there's going to be about 5,000 homes, and they're only about halfway done. Compared to some of these other master plan communities that have 10,000 plus homes, it's a really nice size that has lots of neighbors and activities to do, but doesn't feel too big or overwhelming. I also love that it's a little bit more remote and away from the hustle and bustle, but not too far to where you can't do all your everyday shopping and eating out at restaurants as well. The main builder in this community is Mattamy Homes. However, there are also a couple lots that are slated for Toll Brothers Townhomes, Riverside Homes, and Mastercraft Homes. To give you a better idea about price point, their price point starts at about the low 400s for single family homes at around 1,300 square feet. For a home around 2,200 square feet, homes are going about in the mid 500,000s. And then you have larger floor plan homes, and depending on the lot, there are also estate lots closer to the river. Those can be from about 800,000s going up to over $1 million as well. Another great thing about Rivertown is they are opening a K-8 school in the fall of 2025. So all the kids in the community will get to go to the same school and either walk, ride bikes, or take the bus to their school. Currently, they are zoned for Freedom Crossing, which is a K-8 school until that new school opens. And for high school, Rivertown is zoned for Bartram Trail. All right, community number 2 is Beaconlake. This is a wonderful community and is also the smallest master plan community in the St. John's area, with a total of less than 1,500 homes once it's all completed. They are currently in the last phase of building homes, so there is not too much more new construction to be had in this community. But this community does have 2 builders, which are Toll Brothers and Dreamfinders. Beaconlake has both townhomes and single family homes. Dreamfinders built these townhomes when the community first opened, so there are no more new construction townhomes, but there are some for resale, and those are going for about the mid 300,000s. Now, Toll Brothers and Dreamfinders do have 2 very different price points, so I'm going to kind of go over what you could expect with both. For Dreamfinders, their smallest floor plan starts at about 1,600 square feet, and that starts in the low 400,000s. And for a 2,200 square foot home with Dreamfinders, those prices are starting in the low and mid 500,000s. Now, transitioning to Toll Brothers, their smallest floor plan in the community is 2,200 square feet, and that is starting at 635,000. And they have floor plans that go all the way up to 3,400 square feet, which start in the upper 700,000s. Keep in mind, these are base prices of homes, so you still have to add in your structural options, your lot premium, and any design options that you would want to cosmetically update your home. Now, Beaconlake does have a wonderful amenity center. There is only one clubhouse since it is a smaller community. It is called the Lake House, and they have a smaller pool. They do have a splash pad area for little kids. They also have a little mini beach area where you can also launch a kayak or paddleboard into the man-made lake in the community. There are pickleball courts, a lawn, and it is golf cart friendly. And the other amazing thing about Beacon Lake is they have their own K-8 school opening in the fall of 2024. So all of those kids, just like in Rivertown, will also be able to walk and bike to school without ever having to step foot outside their neighborhood. All in all, it is really a wonderful community. From the people that I know that live in there, they absolutely love it and kind of have a small, tight-knit atmosphere and culture in the neighborhood. From what I hear, they have lots of activities like food trucks and events in the lawn and lots of get-togethers within the community. So it is definitely one of the top places to move. Moving on to the third community to move to is Silverleaf. Now, this community is way different from the first two that I mentioned. Silverleaf is going to be the largest master plan community in the area when it is all said and done, should have somewhere between 16 and 18,000 homes. Along with a lot of residential real estate, of course, it's also going to be a lot of mixed use and commercial space within this big community. There are already several restaurants and shops. There is going to be a new Baptist Health Hospital built within the community, and it is just in its beginning stages of the development. So if you are someone who doesn't want to have to leave their community for any reason whatsoever, Silverleaf will be a great option for you because it will have pretty much everything you would ever need. Currently, there is one amenity center that is built, but when the community is completed, there will be 5 amenity centers. Right now, they have a pool, a lap pool, a splash pad, and a clubhouse with a dog park and playground. They also have tennis courts and pickleball courts as well. With this being such a large community, there are also several different builders. So there is Dreamfinders, Toll Brothers, Mastercraft, Ashley Homes, D.R. Horton, Richmond American, Riverside Homes, and I am sure several more in the years to come. With that being said, they also have a very wide range when it comes to price. So they have townhomes that are starting in the mid 300s, going up to larger single family homes that are probably about 800,000 plus. Over the years, I have heard there will be several schools built within Silverleaf. So I'm assuming that school zones will change probably every couple of years from here on out, but they are all zoned for St. Johns County School District, which is the #1 in the county, and are all A-rated. Alrighty, community number 4 is Sheerwater. Sheerwater is absolutely beautiful and is mostly known for having the most naturey and homey feel compared to some of these other master plan communities. They have a resort style pool, a water slide, a lazy river, a kayak launch, a fitness center, tennis courts. They have a zip line on one of their playgrounds, as well as tennis courts. Sheerwater as well has a very neat culture and atmosphere to the community. From what I hear, they have lots of events and a very lively atmosphere. They have food trucks, they have farmers markets, they have different festivals, and overall is a very family-friendly atmosphere. Sheerwater is back on the smaller side of master plan communities, but they're going to be just under 3,000 homes once the community is all said and done. They are in the last phase of building, and there are only 3 builders that are still selling in this community, which are David Weekley, Ryan Homes, and Lennar. However, there were other builders such as Dreamfinders and Mastercraft that previously built in this community as well. To give you an idea on price point, they do have both townhomes and single-family homes in Sheerwater. The townhomes start from the mid 300,000, and for single-family homes for about 2,300 square feet, they are usually priced about the mid 500,000s. Now, there is a gated section of Sheerwater, which was previously built, and those do have larger lot sizes as well as, of course, larger floor plans. As far as schools go for Sheerwater, they are opening a new K-8 school in the fall of 2024, which will be wonderful for families that have kids in those grades who can just walk and bike or even bus to school. And currently, Sheerwater is zoned for Beachside High School. And last but certainly not least, the 5th community to move to here in St. Augustine, Florida is Nocatee. Nocatee has consistently been ranked among the top communities to live in the entire United States. It was one of the first master plan communities of its kind, similar to how Silverleaf will end up being when it's all said and done. This community started development in the early 2000s, and I did hear from a little birdie that they are releasing the last phase of Nocatee at the end of May in 2024. So this community is coming to completion. Still many great options to be had for both new construction as well as resale. Now, Nocatee is an incredible place to live because it's like its own little town. So like Silverleaf, you have tons of mixed use retail and commercial space within the community itself. You really would never have to leave the area if you didn't want to. They have everything from several different grocery stores to restaurants to fitness centers such as Orange Theory, different coffee shops, bars, and probably one of the best things about Nocatee, it is also the closest master plan community to the beach. So you are probably just about a 15-minute drive to your nearest beach, which is absolutely amazing. Along with being close to the beach, one of the main draws to Nocatee is its incredible amenity centers. They are probably some of the most top-notch amenity centers in the entire United States. They have an amazing pool and lounge area. They have a huge splash and water park that kids can play on and get tired out all day long. Several different lap pools, a huge event lawn and amphitheater where they do host lots of festivals. They have food trucks, concerts, you name it, Nocatee probably has it. They have all the fields and courts from soccer to basketball to pickleball to baseball. Pretty much every sporting field or court that you would need, Nocatee does have that you can use for recreational purposes. And they also have some leagues that play in the community as well. They also have a great fitness center, and they also have miles and miles of trails where you can take scenic and very peaceful walks. Now, Nocatee is on the larger side of master plan communities, with them estimated to have about 12,000 homes when the community is all said and done. As I mentioned, this community is nearing completion, but they have had several builders that have built throughout this entire community over the years. Now, with Nocatee being a prime community and location, it is probably one of the higher price point communities in the area. This community is a super coastal and laid back lifestyle. It's super golf cart friendly. In fact, that's probably the preferred mode of transportation for all Nocatee residents, and is honestly just such a great place to live for young families and even retirees. There are several different K-8 schools within Nocatee, so depending on what section of Nocatee you live in, if you do have kids, that will depend on which school that they go to. Alrighty, that wraps it up for today's video on the top 5 communities to move to here in the St. Augustine and St. John's area of Florida. I have done individual videos on each of these communities, diving just a little bit deeper, and I will link those in the description below if you would like to check out a particular community even further. If you have any other questions on one of these communities in particular, or just on moving to St. John's, Florida in general, please feel free to reach out to me. I'll leave my contact information here on the screen. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.